Hey there, everybody. How are we doing today? Okay, so this kit is by the Penny Pages. I'm doing great, by the way, but I figured I'd just jump right into it. So the kit is by the Penny Pages, and before I forget, because here's part of the story, the other day, Monday, I get a text message from my husband saying, "So, I think you forgot something." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" Turns out in the last video, and I already knew this, that I forgot to say my whole little spiel about subscribing, giving a thumbs up, leaving a comment, hitting the notification bell. So there we go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload videos, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. How is this week been going? How was last week for y'all? Let me know. And yes, my husband watches all of the videos, probably thinks I'm crazy and I'm nuts and insane. But anyways, about the kit. So the kit, I believe, yes, I got this during the February TPC sale, I believe. Maybe it was the January. Man, I can't even remember. That's my memory for you. Anyways, I knew I had wanted to use it pretty quickly, but I held it off so that I could put it in a haul, and yeah. So now I'm using it. And I ordered the full kit, and then I ordered like the little mini kit / PP Weeks kit type thing, and that's what you saw. That's why you saw like 2 pages of glitter headers at the beginning, because I didn't know what I wanted to use in this kit or from this kit. But needless to say, I didn't use anything from that mini kit, so I've got quite a bit that's going to be able to move over into another one. And it's been a while since I've done like any bottom washi up at the top, and since this came with like split washi, I was like, let's go ahead and put one at the top and then one at the bottom, and then you'll see what I do down at the bottom underneath the washi strip, which I think it turned out kind of cute. I really do. And then that way I wasn't covering any of the beautiful artwork that was done in this kit. So Destiny from the Penny Pages, she does a lot of hand-drawn kits. In fact, actually everything in her shop is hand-drawn. So Penny is the character that's in here, and Penny is cute. I love Penny. And her paper is that matte unicorn paper. Very, very similar to mine. So, colors are going to pop and your pens are going to glide, and it's amazing. Anyways, so what did I talk about in my last video? This is horrible. I should really take notes. I know that I said that I was going to have some new stories, but how do I have new stories if I can't remember what I even talked about? That's fun. Well, so I'll just talk about stories that happened this last week, and if I just happen to repeat myself for another story, it is what it is. Especially when I'm doing laying down all of this base stuff, because yeah. So I didn't know what I was going to do as far as which boxes I wanted to use down underneath the bottom washi, but I knew I wanted to use something. So what I ended up doing all throughout the week was putting to-do headers and then a checklist. It's been a minute since I've done this, and then I staggered full boxes and quarter boxes throughout the rest of the spread. And I kept the glitter headers the same on each day. So if I used a green glitter header down below something, I'm going to use it later on in that same day. So that's kind of what I tried to do. I don't know. I didn't really think it out much. I just kind of did it because, that's what you got to do. So, let's see. So last week was the fun adventure on Monday so I guess I need to give a little bit of backstory to this. My daughter had been asking for roller skates for her birthday, and when my husband was down the week prior, we ordered her some roller skates so she could start learning how to roller skate. We went outside that Monday to get some obviously fresh air and let the kids ride their bikes and skateboard, and I was with her while she was practicing her roller skating. That to-do list is everything that was pretty much in my last planner. Film, edit, laundry. We did some snuggles. I had to pick up meds at the hospital after we were done with the ER, and then I FaceTimed obviously with my husband. So anyways, she got pretty confident on the roller skates, and I think she felt pretty confident, and that's why she decided that a bread knife was going to be an okay thing for her to use, just because of the confidence. And well, she sliced into her finger, and that was a lovely ER trip. On the flip side, the nurse who checked us out was like, I have to give you props, Mom, because we had no idea that there was 4 kids in this room. So, Mom, good job. Thank you for teaching your kids and all of that stuff. And I was like, oh, yay. Makes me feel good. So I felt good about that. So that was basically Monday. And then we just picked up food because we got out of the ER, pretty late that night. So there was going to be no cooking and I was exhausted. On Tuesday, I just pulled orders. I packaged some orders, laundry, mail drop, and I had to go to Costco and H-E-B. And they weren't out of a lot of things, but they were out of things that I would normally get. So I did have to adjust, my purchasing accordingly, which was cool. So, and then see, I put the full box. I'm just staggering the full boxes and quarter boxes like that. And so then on Tuesday is when I had to do the 52 weeks of Halloween voiceover. I was definitely behind because the Saturday before we had gone to the ER to get the stitches out of her chin, and then Monday we're back at the ER to get stitches in the finger. So some things had to shift to the right a little bit, and that's just what it is. And so, in fact, still this week everything has kind of shifted to the right in terms of getting everything done and voiceovers done accordingly. But we're still tracking. I am determined to keep to my posting schedule of Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those are, you definitely can count on those days. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays are open as needed for anything else. So Tuesday for dinner, we had some nachos, and then I'm just filling in everything here on Wednesday, which wasn't a whole exciting day. I mean, obviously, with the whole society thing, coronavirus, everything crazy, we've already been practicing shelter in place, so most of everything is just happening here at home, and it's quite boring. Albeit, I have on Friday for the 52 weeks of Halloween, I did journal every single day. So I did talk about everything that went on there and maybe some thoughts, and we'll go over those on Friday. So Wednesday, it was just printing and cutting and laundry again. Surprise, surprise. I pulled a pick list to make sure that I wasn't printing anything over than what I needed to fulfill TPC orders. Package freebies and then package orders, and then FaceTime with the hubby because that's what we do every day. And then I made Italian chicken. On Thursday, I'm just keeping going with the checklist up top here. And this is the day where like purple decided to dominate. Purple, and I was trying to figure out like, why am I doing, what's going on here? Like, yeah, the flip happened and stayed for too long, but there was the purple, and the purple was like, I'm here, and I am here for Thursday. Not that like anything on Thursday fantastic happened that would warrant that much purple, but it is what it is, and I love it. So let's go through the list. We start off with printing, and then I did a mail drop, laundry. I did the uploading of the 52 weeks of Halloween. I had to do some cutting, and then I needed to do a FaceTime. Oh yeah, I remember the story because I'm going to write it down here. I had to order a new phone. So, We have, oh, and then for dinner that night, we ended up needing to get rid of some veggies and cilantro, so we ended up making cucumber salsa and just eating that for dinner that night. Anyways, new phone. So we have lots of lizards in the backyard. Lots of them. My son, my oldest son, is now nicknamed the Lizard Whisperer. He happened to get one that was very much a different type of lizard than what we've ever seen in the back, and he was much longer, and this lizard was definitely friendly. And he was climbing on shoulders, and he was just being very social and all of this. Well, my daughter decided to grab the family phone that we have downstairs so that when I have to run errands, they have access to a phone. And she was taking it outside and filming and taking pictures, and the lizard jumped at her and jumped on the phone, and she dropped it. And it was already broke before because my son went skateboarding with it and dropped it. And the screen was busted. This time it busted the LCD screen underneath, and you couldn't even, trying to turn it off was not cool. And so I had to order a new phone. Which, okay, whatever. So, that was the thing. So, yay, new phone. But I don't even have the phone up and running yet because I don't really have any place to go, and I'm so paranoid and I need screen protectors and cases. Anyways, Friday. Cutting, we had a little debacle with the VA. Then we got that figured out. Sampler swaps I worked on. Did laundry again. Cleaned out the pantry. And then I also went through and did some inventory. Filed some things away and did some counts on some items, which then also means, ding, 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 grab bags are coming soon. Because anytime I do a major inventory, that's when I get to really start to see what is selling, what is not. And if it hasn't really sold recently, I'm going to put it in a grab bag. Doesn't mean it's probably completely taken away from the shop at this point, but it's taken down and may not come back, if that makes sense. Anyways, and then FaceTime with hubby, and we had Greek chicken that night. Had to use up all those red peppers that I had. Saturday was a very, very busy day. Had to go to Costco, Walmart, H-E-B, the post office to get stamps. Needed to do some more printing, and then normally I don't work on Saturdays and Sundays. I really try to keep the weekends free, but because of what happened on Monday and the week before, I was a little bit behind, and it was just, I needed to get it done. So I turned to package as many TPC orders as I possibly could and everything, and that left me with only, at the end of Saturday, that left me with only 10 orders left to have to do. And most of those were, well, all of them had either custom scripts, foil, or albums. So those were all things that I had to dedicate a little bit of time to anyways. So I did that. And because of everything that's going on, we are increased processing times. I say we, but I increased processing times just to give me a couple extra buffer days because I'm going to work in larger batches to send everything to the post office. So, and then Saturday night we had family game night and we played Llamas Unleashed. And then on Sunday, that is when I decided to do all the editing and filming. We worked on FaceTime. My son had a Zoom call at 1300. Still working on taxes. And I picked up The Office, which as I look around right now, it doesn't look like I did pick up The Office. So I guess I need to do that again. And then Sunday night was plan next week. Not that I really have any plans, but I definitely wanted to put some things down to see, to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything that needs to be done this week. We're not going to activities, so I might as well take advantage of some of that and do some extra things. And we'll see if they get done. I don't know. We'll see. So, moving on to the sidebar, because I didn't have much of anything going on this last week, like everybody else, I decided to use that full box right there, and I really didn't think this through, so pardon the way that I put the sticker down and the way that I end up writing. It's awful, but I end up putting a little I am grateful for, and then I write down what I'm grateful for that week. And then I put down another like half box down there, but before I do that, I gotta make sure the spacing's right. So I put the last full box down, put my last couple of headers down, and then I put a half box in between all of that. And then I'm like, what am I gonna put in here? And so then I decided to just put like my happy mail that was supposed to come this last week. All of them shipped, so I ended up putting a check mark by them all to show that they shipped, but I'd only received 2 of those, and I had more packages to receive, but I ran out of room to write. Such a thing. So, yeah. And I actually did not pull in any other character stickers from my stash. I used everything that was included in the kit. So this is a lovely penny spread. It is totally dedicated to pennies. So yeah, but the I am grateful for, I talk about that I'm grateful for my health and family. It's this is when I was like, well, I didn't leave myself any room to write family. That's great. So it's kind of on a diagonal. Is what it is. I put down the cute little icon that says Space Mail, and then I just wrote down the subs that I have that shipped this last week. I have 3 subs currently going right now from Rose Colored Days, Sweet Bean Plans, and Scribble Prints Co. Those are the 3 that I have. So this is where I'm like, wait a second. I pull it out and I'm like, I'm not going to use any of my stash. I have all of this deco. I have this whole deco sheet. Let's just use the deco sheet for everything. So, swallow funny. Just use the pennies to mark everything that's on the full boxes. That's all I did. And then I end up moving. Sorry, I had to open up my thing to be able to see everything, and I just end up using the rest of that deco up at the very, very top above the date covers, just to add some fun there. So I had enough to be able to use, so the FaceTime with hubbies ended up being the flying saucers, and then I used the pennies on everything else, and then the moons and rockets and planets and stars, and then just little confetti dots. I end up, that one more spaceman, end up just using at the top to just pull in that space and make it cute and fun. I mean, really, what else could I have done in this spread? I mean, we're working it from top to bottom, and so let's use as much as we can and dedicate it all. But I do love the colors. So on Friday, 52 Weeks of Halloween will go up. That is the spread that I journal every single day in, so that'll be an interesting one to see. It is definitely more of a minimal, but I do definitely think that if you do have an extra planner and extra stickers, or you need something to do, start journaling every day. Just something that you did, something that your animal did. This is a very important time. So, it doesn't have to be all woe and misery. It could just be, anything. Woke up and stared at the ceiling for 10 minutes, whatever it may be. But there I was just cutting the tops off from that deco, and here's what it looks like, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you again on Friday. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.